Tomorrow's. Come on.
Where do you know the hay come from? For your sons and daughters, we share existence more rather than toy.
Yeah, I know you.
It'll kick in.
Oh, where do you know the hay come from? For your sons and daughters, that we're walking through the halls, we're plenty talking.
There we go. Took a little bit to get there.
Love it.
Yes.
But I like the energy, the stuff that gets you going,
good.
you know?
Yes. So good. So good. I love when we get new music.
Absolutely. Especially something I never heard of.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? Episode 262.
262. We have
Yes.
arrived.
Welcome back to Geoholics. I wasn't here last week. You guys actually pulled it off without me somehow.
You shouldn't sound so surprised.
And I haven't listened to it yet.
We've
but
gotten phenomenal feedback from the episode. Downloads and views are through the roof. I don't know what the distinguishing factor is. Other than Peter and I holding it down, and we had a great time.
Well, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So
I naturally,
of course, yeah, I would expect nothing less. You've been doing this a little bit now, like
a little
at least
bit.
I'm probably close to 150 episodes.
Oh yeah, easy,
easily, yeah. So by now we should be getting good. A little bit of news for the Geoholics, some Geoholics news and happenings. Our own Peter Cox attended Trimble Dimensions Australia last
She
week.
did, yes.
She got some really good interviews, so I'm looking forward to releasing that episode. We, of course, will be at Intergeo in Frankfurt, Germany, October 4th through 11th. Looking forward to that trip.
October 4th through 11th.
I'll be there the 4th through the 11th.
Oh, okay.
You might be there like the 1st through the 12th or something. I have no idea.
Something
Whatever
like
you're
that.
doing.
Yeah,
you always do something.
Yeah, it's got to be at
But
least.
you're bringing
2
Evelyn.
weeks.
This is
Yes.
excellent.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
The opening voice of the Geoholics will be with us in Germany.
Oh my
First
gosh.
international trip.
We might need to have her re-record that opening.
I think so. We may have to.
Yeah.
She's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blast.
That's awesome. Looking forward to it. So I won't be the third wheel. I'll be the fourth wheel.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Well, you have a date.
I will have a date. We will also be at the Women's Surveyor Summit in Las Vegas. That is October 22nd through the 24th.
That's going to be exciting.
That one. That'll be fun.
We sponsored a few folks to that, didn't we?
We did. We did like a couple scholarships, actually. Couple ladies won a couple scholarships to attend that event. So that'll be a lot of fun. And Trimble Dimensions, November 11th through 12th is also coming up.
Yeah, it's user conference year.
Users
right?
conference this year. Yep. A little bit smaller. But either way, got to mention that because it's another big one. This episode is, of course, powered by MLID, making aerial and terrestrial surveys faster and easier. Learn more at emlid.com. Weekly updates. What's new with you, buddy?
I
haven't talked to you since last night. Happy hour.
I know, it's been like a whole 24 hours. Just excited about sports. I think I gave the analogy to somebody else texting with today. It's like I've been walking through a sports desert for
it's been
like a very long time, and now like the oasis is there. It's like there's water and cold beer, and it's like it's finally here. I'm so excited.
I like that. That's a good analogy.
Yes.
Really good. Yeah, I had no idea I like tennis so much.
Right.
I've been watching a lot of tennis.
Man, Naomi Osaka, that's an awesome story. Yeah, she's crushing it. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, crazy.
No doubt. Yeah. We've also got Russ with us. Russ Hall. Good to see you, buddy. It's been a bit.
Likewise, yeah.
What have you been up to, man? Have you been busy at work?
Yes, very. I just did a really interesting job at a big tunnel in Manhattan. That was
Really?
yeah. And then
Nice.
got some more travel coming up. Miami next week, and then Austin right after that. At the end of the
Nice.
week, yeah.
What are you doing in Austin? Is it work related or something else?
Yes, work related. I really wanted to get on Kill Tony, but it was sold out. So.
Oh man, yeah. I went to when I was there last time. I stopped in the Comedy Mothership, and they were sold out, of course, but still got a really cool hat and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get over there, have some good food.
Very cool.
Good music. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Austin's always a good time. Watch your pocketbook.
Yeah.
On 6th Avenue or 6th Street or whatever.
Yeah. Wallet in the front.
Things get crazy there. No doubt about it. Yep. So what's new with me, you ask? Lots. There is a lot.
I'm
new
dying
in
to
my
know.
life.
Yes.
It's been a couple weeks since I've been on, and I don't think I mentioned it, but I found out recently that my oldest daughter is pregnant with what will be my first grandchild
That you know of.
that I'm aware of. Yes. And then it just so happens that my youngest daughter is also pregnant.
That is like the best news
like
ever, right?
Yes. I mean, it's amazing. I'm still trying to digest it all, but
Well, if you're going to have one grandkid, you might as well have two.
just get it over with, right?
yeah.
Just be done with
Yeah.
it.
Rip that Band-Aid.
Yes. So,
And your daughters get to go through this beautiful experience of pregnancy together.
Yes, it should be great. Hormonal roller coaster. It's going to be great. So,
Yeah, no, that's
Are
not
you-
anything you haven't heard.
Are you gonna go by Grandpa or what are you?
Gramps?
doing?
we're thinking about that. No, I think I like G, just G.
Oh, that's
Gee.
stupid.
It's not stupid. Just G.
Okay.
It'll be easy for
I
them
am-
to say.
I am going to be Papa Russ in December.
Are you
Oh,
really?
nice.
Congrats, man.
Look
That's
at
so
you
exciting.
guys.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
It's infectious. as they
It
say.
sounds like something's in the water.
Yes, something's in something. So anyways, our weekly updates, of course, are brought to you by TopoDot, leading the way in point cloud feature extraction and data governance. Find out more, go to topodot.com. Next up, our song of the week. What do we got this week?
We were talking about it a little bit. That was a band called Kookamara's. Song is Death to Social. Kookamara's are a Nottingham-based 4-piece blending indie rock with a gritty post-punk edge. I think that's a great way to describe
It
that.
really is.
Their 2023 EP Buck Rogers Time and singles like Porcelain have earned them spots in the NME 100 and regular play on BBC Radio 1 and 6 Music.
Whatever all that is.
Whatever that is, that I'm sure people across the pond know. With sold-out shows and festival appearances across the UK, Europe, and the US, they're cementing themselves as one of the UK's most exciting rising acts.
And I like
I can see that.
I love the new music. That's like when one of our guests mentioned that was one of her favorite bands right now. I looked it up. I'm like, oh, this is great because we love to support new music. And this is a good time to mention that if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the Spotify Geoholics playlist. It's up to well over 16 hours of music right now. For those of you that don't know, it's a song from every episode in chronological order from episode 1. So it's pretty eclectic.
I
for
love it.
sure. Yep.
I love it.
Of course, our song of the week is brought to you by Altera Central, your Trimble dealer for survey mapping and marine gear. Check out alteracentral.com.
We're going to get a Scott Spears sighting in
I
Energy.
just messaged him last week. I'm like, dude, we got to get you on the show. It's been too long.
It's been a while.
And he's like, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I could do it.
Oh, he says that every time.
I know.
And then
he
he crushes
kills
it every time.
We'll get him on. All right. Next up, we have our NLC prep trivia. This is a great question. Short and sweet. Here we go. Which type of air is why are you shaking your head? Do you know the answer?
No, it's because anyway, keep going.
Which type of air is caused by the observer's eye not being directly over the line of sight? Is it collimation air? Is it parallax air? Is it refraction air? Or is it eccentricity air?
I say eccentricity error.
Eccentricity air. Is that your answer?
No, that's just how I say that.
Oh,
word.
that's how you say it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Of course,
Probably
can't
how
give
it's
away the
supposed to be
answer.
said. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, great question. Look forward to getting your responses. Shoot us an email, info@thegeoholics.com. And the right answers will get a $25 Amazon gift card.
Go into a drawing for one, or all right answers get that gift card.
Let's go with all right answers and see what happens.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, let our accountant know. As always, trivia this week is brought to you by NLC Prep for those wanting to pass their licensure exams on the very first try. Go to nlcprep.com.
Now I know why you were shaking your head.
Love it.
So all right, let's get our guests in here. Our guests this week are brought to you by David Evans and Associates.
Who are those guys?
To find out more
There you go.
about the DEA difference, visit deainc.com.
We have a 3-stack.
Yes, we do.
The three
Yes.
amigos here.
Yes, I think it's a Jordan sandwich, maybe.
Okay.
something like that, right?
I'm sure that's how he describes it at the office, but go ahead.
So we've got, and I didn't even ask Greg how he says his last name, so I'm going to run with this. Greg Stamnus, born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Good old Canadian boy. Love those Canadians.
Mhm.
Attended college at Sask Polytech in Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw, one of the best names of any town.
Of course.
And he's working on his master's in spatial data science from Penn State. His current job is he's founder of Spatial Reality Solutions and also manager of informatics at Saskatchewan's Water Security Agency. That sounds like a really important job.
It does.
Also have Jordan Hicks with us. Jordan, born in Little Rock, Arkansas, attended University of Central Arkansas. He is the vice president and LiDAR specialist at HDMS and Standard GIS Inc. And last but not least, we have Riley O'Donnell, born in Newport Beach, California. Big fan of Newport Beach. Love it there. Attended Penn State and Fullerton College. Her current job is GIS analyst with the Public Works Department at MCAGCC. Big acronym right there.
It is.
Welcome, guys, to the Geoholics. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us.
having us.
You betcha. So we've got a 3-person panel here.
I love it.
So everybody's
Well,
going to get a chance to talk.
3-person and Russ.
And Russ. Yeah, can't forget Russ, of course. He gets a little sad if you forget to mention his name.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys being here. So I do have to ask Greg one question. I saw in your bio that you worked for Caltech previously. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So if the answer is yes to this question, we are going to be best friends. Do you know Ben Hebert?
I know of him. Like we worked together at Caltech.
Right
He
on.
was
Okay.
on the BD team.
On the BT team. That's right. That's right. And also an amazing curler.
Is he?
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
even know.
Are you serious? Oh my God. He is like one of the best curlers in Canada.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
know
I was hoping you guys were like best friends and I could use you to get him on the show, but apparently that's not going to work out that way.
No. It's not.
That did not go as planned.
I'm sure.
Not at all.
I'm sure
So
if you
all
asked,
of-
he would say yes.
Yeah, I've pinged him on Facebook. I've met him before and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, I'll come on sometime, but it's just like he gets so busy. But we'll get him on for sure.
Wait, you're talking about?
Anyways,
Is it Justin
Go, let's go.
Herbert? Are you talking about? That's so busy, or
Who? No, no, you dork. Look up Ben Hebert. You'll see who I'm talking about. Yeah,
I know,
I know.
teasing you.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so ASPRS, that's what we're here
Is
to
that
talk
what? Yeah.
about.
Is that what
That's
connects
why
all
we're-
of these all these awesome people?
Yes, exactly. So let's kind of go around the horn a little bit. So, Greg, what is your involvement with ASPRS?
So I guess I started following them as an organization around 10 years ago, and I didn't actually get involved till 3 or so years ago. A friend of mine from the
Okay.
University of Florida, Dr. Yusuf Kadora, he invited me to be part of the Early Career Professionals Council, which is what all three of us are kind of associated with. And so I was the vice chair under Yusuf for a while, and then I took over as chair, and then I suckered Jordan and Riley into taking their roles that they're in now. So
Yeah. Well, let's find out what they do. Jordan, what is your role at ASPRS?
Yeah, so my current role is surprisingly enough, I am chair of the Early Career Professionals Council, which
Okay.
always surprises me, but nevertheless, it's true. So yeah, that's my current involvement right now.
So, what inspired you to take on that role?
Yeah, so
Besides Greg telling you you have
Yeah.
to?
Or was it someone
Right.
else inspired
Yeah.
you to take on that role?
It was more of like you're going to be vice chair next year, so and then chair. So, but what initially inspired me was kind of my own need for community. So living and working in Arkansas, there just aren't that many people that work in the geospatial industry, and even fewer that work in the LiDAR space specifically.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I don't know, I just kind of found myself, isolated and missing that sense of community. And
Mhm.
you get to share experiences with colleagues at work, but I work for myself. I'm alone, and so
Okay.
I work for a lot of surveyors, professional land surveyors and civil engineers, and
Mhm.
that's I learned a lot from them, but I felt like I needed more, and so I joined ASPRS in 2019 or 2018, and
Mhm.
just kind of it was one of those associations, professional associations you join and don't do that much with. It's just there. And
Mhm.
then one summer, I decided to hop on this. I think it was the Gulf South region uh, conference or something one summer,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I listened to a bunch of these uh, instructions and classes at that conference, and I don't know. It was just so awesome to hear people talking about their LiDAR projects and bathymetric projects, and they were like, "Get involved. Just
Mm.
show up to stuff and be like, what can I do?"
Mhm.
And I was on the website one day, and I guess Dr. Yusuf had like put up an announcement or something saying
Hmm.
that ECPC was going to have its first meeting. And so I showed up, and it was just me and Greg and Dr. Yusuf there.
Oh, wow.
And that's all she wrote. Yeah.
You're hooked after that.
I was hooked. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. That's some interference from our live feed commercial.
Oh, interesting. So let's clarify real quick. So you're not chair of ASPRS, right? You're chair
No.
of ASPRS Early Career Professionals Council, right?
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
what ties all you guys together.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Riley, talk about your current role with ASPRS and the Early Career Professionals Council.
I am currently co-chair of ECPC. I was very much suckered into it from Greg. But
Whoops. Sean, I think you jinxed us.
I think so.
She'll come back. And Russ, how are you entrenched in this group of people?
I'm on the ASPRS Florida region board of directors, and I'm involved
Okay.
there. And Dr. Yosef happens to be the president of that chapter as well.
Okay.
So I started to get similar to what Jordan said. Just started asking to be involved.
no, happily suckered into it. I like.
Oh, sorry. I think there's a little glitch.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
little
yeah.
delay.
I think she's late.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there she'll come back when she comes back.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's how. And then there's a couple people, I think, right? I'll let Jordan answer that, but they passed something on, and that's how they ended up interviewing me
Oh, right on. And on the podcast, you said, right?
on their
Yeah.
podcast. Yes, sorry.
Oh, right
Yeah.
on. What's the name
Yeah.
of that podcast?
The ASPRS Mentors podcast. So we
The
try
Mentors
and,
podcast.
Yeah, we try.
That
and
sounds
find
like something
experienced
right up our alley.
professionals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to subscribe to that one.
Already did.
Already did. Look at you.
Yeah.
Got a couple new followers just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, like, how long you been doing the podcast then?
So we started, Greg,
2 years
2023.
ago? I don't know.
Yeah, like fall of
Okay, pretty new.
2023, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 And you mentioned the mentorship idea. I'm curious, like, first of all, Jordan, in your case, is there a mentor that was very influential in your career that you want to mention?
Yeah. So really, Greg has been probably the most influential mentor in this space so far.
Nice.
Yeah. And
We'll have
before
to pay him
that,
for that afterwards.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but because we meet outside of the podcast, which I mean, I love interviewing the guests. I got to interview uh, Dr. David Monty the other week or a couple months ago. I
Mhm.
mean, the students like he was talking about working with spy satellites and stuff back in that early
Nice.
70s, late 60s, and anyway, but and so I love the podcast, but really the weekly Zoom meetings that we hold are like, I don't know, they're really special to me. Like new
Mhm.
people pop on all the time that are fresh in their career. We had somebody from Kenya show up the
Wow.
other day, and I don't know, it's just a place where people get to like open up and share about their experiences, and I don't know, it's been really really something for me.
Yeah. Greg, jump in here, talk about, mentorship in general and why you're so passionate about it as well.
Oh gosh, I don't even know. I was thinking about that beforehand. I guess my dad's an electrician, and he always talked about like his apprentices that he kind of brought into being journeymen. So
Mhm.
maybe it comes from that, and also honestly, a lot of the things I do are because of like bad bad experiences, like having bad mentors and bad leaders. So I'm like,
Mhm.
gosh, maybe I should, do this and try be good at it. Is kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I'm driven by the negatives, and but yeah, like Jordan mentioned, the group is amazing. We have random people show up all the time. We get all sorts of like insider information that
Yeah. Right.
about hardware, software, workflows, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. And the guests, of course, on the podcast. If you go back and look at some of the
Yeah.
guests, I feel bad because some of them are so smart, and I felt so dumb asking them questions.
That's us
And
every week.
That is, yes, that is
Some
the
of them are
story
so
of
smart.
our entire show.
Some of them are so smart, and then they have
Perfect.
to interview me after I follow. Like, it's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
Russ as well. Russ is a valuable contributor to our
No,
podcast.
no.
So.
The people in the ASPRS are so smart.
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
are
them.
for sure. Yeah. Russ, did you have something you want to add to the conversation?
Yeah. So about that call, I'm pretty sure it's like this for every region, but it's a open to the public standing call, right?
Mhm.
That you guys are talking about. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
There you go.
And like, how do people find that call? Like, how can they get on it?
Go to
They'd have to be part of the
asprs.org.
community.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think there's also still a link on the ASPRS.org main website.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. So
Or reach out to one of us. We can hook
yeah,
you up too.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Hey, Riley, can you hear us? Are you
wanna
back?
see if Riley's back?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Sounds like
Whoa.
you're in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, we have some really bad audio.
I think so. She did say that she normally has technical difficulties.
Oh, really? Okay. I've heard it's been a
she
good
took
technical
back her
difficulty
title.
evening.
Go back to her microphone and see if she's back.
Not yet.
That's a-
Hold on.
She's got her air conditioner turned way up.
There's
She
no
said it was
AC
hot
out
there. Do the echo cancellation will work.
I can't do it while we're recording.
Oh,
I'm
she's
sorry,
working on
I'm
it.
trying to switch to my AirPods, but I supposedly can't do it while I'm in here.
Why
Okay.
don't you try to do that and I'll let you back in.
And then come back in.
yeah.
There she goes. There goes Riley.
She'll be back.
Third time's a charm.
Can I ask a question? And maybe
Please.
I zoned out a little bit, but can you go back? Like, what is the main is the goal for? I'm going to say this right. ASPRS ECPC. Like, is it mainly mentors and like how does it associate with the main body of ASPRS?
Yeah, it's I guess we have our mission statement, which I have memorized, but I'm gonna Google search and pull up here right away. But it's basically to promote. Um, it used to be a different program where they tried to align people, like actual, like you send in your email address and say I want a mentor, and then the mentees say I will be a mentor for someone, and they would like try to line people up like one-to-one type of thing. But it didn't
Okay.
work that well. So they kind of switched it up to this group. When Yusuf took it over, I think the group had kind of died for a bit, so we kind of revitalized it.
Mm.
And one of our missions, and I'm not even reading it yet, but I do have it up, is to promote certification within ASPRS. And then, of course, the other one is just like that mentor thing, like to create a group
Yep.
where people can come and visit. And, we've had all sorts of people in there show up to our meetings and be guests on our podcast and stuff like that. So it's a kind of like almost like a direct link for an early career professional to like a whole bunch of leaders across industry within ASPRS, and they're all
Mm.
super open to like any of them. I haven't met one yet that like didn't want to help you out. So you can just once you're involved, you can talk to me and I can line you up with anybody within ASPRS, and it's kind of just organically turned into this thing that we're like a link to all the
Yeah,
leaders. So
for sure.
What's the demographics like? Is it more mentees than mentors, or the other way around, or are you able to keep it kind of even?
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
our meetings are. Go ahead, Jordan.
I mean, so it varies. Why? I mean, and it kind of depends on what you mean by a mentor. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, people like you can be a mentor and a mentee, in a way. So, I mean, but
Well,
obviously that
is
we
it mostly old
try.
guys, or is it half young guys and half old guys?
And gals.
No,
Yes.
I would say it's
it's
people.
mostly younger, like under 40, let's say, under 35, probably
Wait, can
mostly.
under 45 be considered younger?
I
Well,
don't
if you're
know.
looking at the demographics of in this profession, probably, right?
Yes, fair.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
anything
mean,
under
yeah.
Kent age is young, and then Kent and older is old.
I'm like right on the cusp, is what you're saying.
In your head,
One
yes.
more year and I'll be old.
Oh, one more year and you were you'll be a double grandpa, so that automatically makes you into the mentor category.
I have aged 5 years in the last 3 weeks. Trust me.
Yes. Can I just say something real quick? When I realized I was old officially in my brain,
Yeah.
when I didn't think I was 26 anymore, physically and all that, we were at the Wu-Tang Clan. My wife and I were at the Wu-Tang Clan concert about like 3 weeks ago, right? And I'm having a blast. I said I stood up and every word to every song. But then when the lights come on, at the end of the show,
Yeah.
I looked over. I was like, wow, everyone's so old here, and I was like, oh my god, I'm old too.
I am one of those guys. Yes. This is my people.
Yes,
That's
yes.
awesome.
No, it was good though, but
That's awesome. So how do you guys see like the ECPC influencing the next generation of geospatial folks? What is
Greg,
the
you wanna
value
go
you
for
guys
that
are
one?
providing?
What's the
Oh, damn,
value?
Jordan, I seen you getting ready to answer, and I was like, yes. The value to the next generation. Well, it's kind of I guess it's as Jordan and Riley found out, it's an easy route to getting into the leadership within ASPRS.
Sure.
Jordan's on the board now, so he's attending board meetings. Um, it provides honestly our podcast. I don't want to plug our podcast or anything, but the
Oh,
guests from
sure.
our
Please do.
podcast, they've told such amazing stories. Like we started out episode 1 and 2, we had these canned questions, and we're going to ask everybody like, what's your favorite book and all this stuff. But I quickly realized like if this keeps going and we keep asking these same questions, it's just going to get kind of boring. So we switched it up and like aligned our questions directly with the people. And some of the most fascinating stories we've heard have just been like, what is your career like when you started, what did you want to be? And then how did you get to where you are now? And you think, like, from a distance, you look at somebody who's like well established, VP of Woolpert or whatever they are, you think they just had this straight line right to where they are. But in fact, like a lot of them didn't even start in geospatial or geomatics. Some of them were in a completely different degree and profession for 15, 20 years beforehand. And, you know, they talk about how their career evolved with different job opportunities and stuff like that. And it's just absolutely fascinating. So the value to the next generation, I think, is just in that, like hearing those stories, letting them know that maybe like this was me even till now. I don't know what I want to do with my career. You know, I don't know if this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life. And so just hearing from those people that they kind of went through the same thing and eventually found their path is kind of a huge value. So
That's actually really interesting because one of the things that we talk to a lot, everybody at conferences about is origin stories and like, how did you get into this? And you're exactly right. It is never, very rarely is it the traditional, I decided to get into this industry when I was in middle school and then got on that path. What are some of like what do you think the oddest route to to being a professional that you've heard along the podcast so far?
oh gosh, there's Al Carlin was like a PhD in, what was he in, Jordan? I don't even know what it was.
Anthropology, I
Something
think, or
crazy.
zoology. Anthropology or
really?
Yeah,
zoology. Yeah.
zoology. Yeah.
Really?
His was kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Like, yeah, he's got like a PhD in like some kind of crazy mathematics that makes least squares look like nothing.
Yeah.
And also Karen Shipman's was quite interesting. She was like in meteorology and like
Whoa.
had a career in meteorology and then switched it up and went back to school at a later age, which I think was mid 30s or maybe even like early 40s. And she went, I don't know, she went into civil or something. And one of her advisors told her to take photogrammetry, and now she's like the executive director for ASPRS. So those two kind of
Karen's,
stick out.
yeah.
Wow.
For
That's
me.
crazy.
Yeah. So we got Riley back.
Yeah, we're still getting
We're still
quite a
dealing
lot
with
of noise from Riley.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
There's
quite a lot of noise.
Tunnel,
It's
yeah.
in a wind tunnel.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no fan, there's no AC, there's nothing, so I'm...
Can you
Oh, that was
That
better. What'd you
actually
do?
helped it.
Yeah, what'd you just do?
Shutting
is
the
better.
door?
Yeah.
Shut the door.
It's a little
It's
better.
not bad.
Yeah, that's
So
not too bad.
I think if you turned sound setting on your oh, you won't be able to do it. You're on your MacBook, Riley?
I'm on my Dell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like doing the thing on the AirPods where it brings. Do you ever talk to someone that's walking down the street and it sounds like birds
Oh,
are
yeah.
like literally on their ear, on their shoulder, but it's like
Yeah.
the spatial sound thing or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Well, it's not too bad.
so
we can
sorry.
keep her. We can
I'm
keep
not
her.
sure how to fix it.
Oh yeah, that sounds better.
It's actually getting a little bit better. It's weird. As she moves her hair, it gets better.
Because I'm messing with
It
the
really
volume.
is. It
Yeah.
really is,
Messing
Riley.
with the
It's
volume.
getting more fun.
Well, that's
awesome.
actually a really good topic. I think it's a good time, since we're talking about origin stories, to kind of circle the room here. And
Okay.
I'm curious what our panels, or we know how Russ got into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what this group, how did, well, we'll start with Riley because she's right here. What was your path to the geospatial industry?
Oh boy. Well, I started off in college as a communications major, and I realized very quickly it was very crowded, per se, and I just realized that I love science more than communication, so I probably switched my major about 5 times.
Me
Chemical
too.
engineering, history, yeah. but I was taking a geography class at the time, and I had until midnight that day to choose a major. And I talked to all my professors, and my geography professor was the most convincing. So I literally had a list of majors right in front of me, and I closed my eyes and pointed, and it landed on geography. So that's what I
Wow.
went with.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a good one. It's a good story. Good story
Yeah.
for sure. How about you, Jordan?
Oh man, this one, what a long and winding journey it's been. So yeah, I breezed through high school. Like just breezed through it. It was just so easy for me. And anyway, by the time I got to college, I just kind of thought it was going to be the same. I was going to be really easy. And anyway, I was not ready at 18 to go to college. I was one of those kids that probably should have gone to the military or something. So anyway, I did traveling. I went and lived in California and worked out on a vineyard for a few months, just traveling around, and then finally decided to go back to school um, to get a degree in biochemistry. That was what I wanted to do. I was always really good in chemistry, and anyway, started taking classes at UCA at University of Central Arkansas, and decided I hated it. And I took a geography course uh, from this older gentleman that anyway, he was a human geographer, but and taught human geography. But anyway, his stories and I don't know, just the way he taught the class, I really fell in love with that class, and I decided to change my major to geography, and
Wow.
ended up loving it. So yeah.
Very cool. How about you, Greg?
So I know that you guys are like pre-grandfathers or almost grandfathers now. So do you guys remember the show Cheers?
Yeah.
Of course,
I want to
yes.
say no
Yes.
because I want to stop saying how old I am. But
Oh yeah, Russ, you're super young. You don't remember.
I remember
before your
Alf.
time.
Yes.
Alf
I
was
do
legit, man.
I
Oh,
mean, Kent
gosh.
remembers
So
not
I'm
letting his kids watch Cheers.
Oh, geez.
yeah. So my mom and I were watching Cheers, and this one episode, this architect was on there, and I asked her like, "What's an architect?" And she said, "Oh, they design buildings." And so I don't know. Cheers just stuck with me for many years until I got to college age, and I'm like, "What?" Well, first, right after high school, I thought college, I would never go to college, and I just partied. And 3 years of that, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I should do something with my life."
This sounds
So
really familiar.
I was looking at college programs, and I wanted to get into architecture, but for some reason I couldn't find an architecture program. And so it was called, uh, what was it called? Computer aided design and drafting technology or something like that. So I started with that in first year. And I decided after first year, I'm like, I don't want to work on computers my whole life. Like, this is just too much office time for me. So the CAD and geomatics program were the same on the first year. So I decided to take a geomatics work term, and I went to northwestern Alberta, where it's like half explorer, half professional ATV driver, half like
Snowmobiler.
animal whisperer. Yeah,
It's great.
so I
That's
just loved
awesome.
it. Half chainsaw guy cutting down trees. So
Nice.
I fell in love with that. And so I was actually going to drop out of school after that first year. And then after my work term, I was like, I actually really like this. So I went into geomatics, and then, yeah, surveyed for a bunch of years after that. And then, as I mentioned in the bio part, like I was kind of that guy that was like, you know, you don't need to go to any more school after the first few years I went. Like I kind of know it all already. And when people started using drones more prominently around 2015, 2016, I realized I've forgotten everything about photogrammetry that I learned.
Oh, wow.
So I started retaking that, and and then since then, for the past 10 years, I've been taking various courses. Wherever I feel like I'm weak, I always like find a class and take it. And
That's
yeah, I
why I
just
took
work
a
my way
class
up.
in tequila.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question for clarity on Jordan's? When he said he
Yeah.
was breezing through high school, are you saying it because you were so smart, or are you saying it about Arkansas school system being so bad?
Oh man. No, I went to a private school for that.
No.
Yeah. So.
I
Mhm.
gotcha.
I like that was funny.
Yeah. How's Riley's audio?
yeah.
Is she back? Is she good? Where are we at?
Oh, I think
We got to get Riley engaged here.
Mhm.
it's not too bad.
It's
It's
not
okay.
awful.
Yeah,
It's so much better.
Yeah, you can join the party, Riley.
We'll let you in.
Well, we don't
We'll let you
want to
I'm
feel make you feel
sorry.
left out.
in. No cover charge.
Yeah.
I
They
had
were
a
working
question.
fine at first, I think,
No,
and then
you're good.
something
You're good.
happened.
No worries. What you got, Russ?
I had a question for Riley that when I was on your guys' podcast, I didn't get to ask, but you work for the Navy, is that correct?
I work for the Department of the Navy, specifically the Marine Corps, which is under the
doing-
Navy umbrella. Yeah,
Can you talk about what you do or
sure, a little bit. I work.
Wait,
in the
is that
Public
is that a
Works
top
Department.
secret map behind you?
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Is that a top
Yes.
secret
Yeah,
map?
we're not supposed to see that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Hey, screenshot.
Yes, I
Screenshot.
I keep top secret maps framed on my wall.
Yes.
Yeah, so I work in the Public Works Department mostly. I spend a lot of time creating maps and mapping utilities on base. Sometimes they have me do other things, but right now I'm trying to initiate a UAV program on base
Wow.
for mapping purposes and utility inspection and
Nice.
things like that.
Super cool.
Isn't that an odd term though? Like being in the public works department on a place that's not necessarily public.
Yeah,
Oh,
open to the
interesting.
public.
I thought of that too, and I thought, isn't there something better we could call it?
Or is that just works?
Just works.
Civil
So,
Works, I
Riley,
don't know.
are you enlisted or are you like a civilian?
I am not enlisted. I'm just a civilian employee.
Civilian, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So they only tell you so much as a civilian.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
You don't know all this.
got some
Or
pretty
that's her
cool clearance
cover.
though.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
that's true.
There's a super secret map behind the secret map on
Leave
the
it to
wall.
Russ. Leave it to Russ to figure it out. Yeah, Riley. So you didn't get an opportunity earlier, I don't think, to talk about your like maybe a mentor or mentors that have played a influential role in your career so far.
Oh man. Well, the first one that comes to mind is Karen Sheckman. I was a student. Greg and Jordan hear me talk about her all the time. She was my professor when I went to Penn State. Just her knowledge and the way she explains remote sensing and photogrammetry, I just, for whatever reason, just absorb all the information when she talks about it. So, and she's made some really big advancements in the field, and she's one of the most knowledgeable people that I know in the industry. So if anyone has
Nice.
questions about anything geospatial, go to Karen Sheckman.
There you go. Plug for Karen.
No kidding.
I
Sounds
like
like
it.
a great podcast guest.
Make note of that for
She
sure.
would be,
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So Greg, I'm gonna let you go first on this. So like, obviously the geospatial industry is evolving ridiculously fast. It's hard to keep up with it. How do you think ASPRS can help early career professionals stay ahead of that curve?
So Jordan kind of already answered this one, but they offer these workshops. Like Russ can probably talk about the Florida region fall LiDAR workshop or whatever they called it now. There's those regularly occurring events, and then I've taken so many of them that back to my origin story of like forgetting what photogrammetry was and then relearning it. Part of that was just any ASPRS materials I could get my hands on. I would attend. Most of them are free. Just attend and listen to these people who are, just innovators and at the cutting edge of everything related to geospatial. That's a huge, not even for early career professionals, just for anyone, if you need a refresher or anything like that. The Florida region one, I've gone to every single one since they started doing it online because it's just amazing every time. And I like to pretend that I'm from Florida when it's minus 40 in Canada. So.
We have one, correct me if I'm wrong, but Florida has won best region of the ASPRS 3 out of 4 years. Is that correct?
Wow, look at you.
I think so.
Sounds like a
Brings it
guy
up.
who's on the
Had
board of the
nothing to do
Florida
with-
region ASPRS, but
It had nothing to do with
Exactly.
me. I'm
Every
not saying-
time I talk to him, every time I talk to Russ, he brings that up.
It's in his email signature.
It's not
It
like
had
Russ
nothing
has
to
an
do with
ego
me.
or anything.
that was before I joined. So now it's probably.
Hey, were any
No,
of
it's
you
really good.
were any of you at the Gulf South region conference here back in April in Austin?
No, not in Austin.
I was
No.
virtually.
Oh, virtually. Okay. Yeah. Because I was there. Obviously, you don't remember me. I left a huge impression.
Every time.
So
Kind of following up on that, I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are, and I'll kind of open it up to the group. Do you think the early career professionals are pushing that curve of technology, or is groups like ASPRS the ones that are pushing informing the groups on what's on the cutting edge?
So to me, it's kind of ASPRS. There is like technological innovation, but it's also like all the standards that we produce are really, really, I mean,
Yeah. Talk
We're
about
the-
that more, Jordan, because that's huge.
yes.
yeah. So, I mean, we produce the gold standard for LiDAR accuracy. And anyway, so
No, don't anyways that.
photogrammetry. I mean, it's like, we are, ASPRS is, LAS version 1.4, 1.3 and before. So, I mean, anytime other countries come to ASPRS when they're trying to develop standards, so countries come to our organization asking for asking to implement the standards that ASPRS produces.
That's cool. I mean, that's quite noteworthy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Russ, it sounds like you wanted to add something to that.
No, I was just telling. It's the ASPRS is the standard. They make the standards. They're the nonprofit that makes this. And correct me if I'm wrong if I say anything wrong, Greg, Riley, or Jordan. But the standards for like LAS format or for how if you fly a site with a drone, and they're the ones who set the standards for how many checkpoints you're supposed to have and all this. And if you don't follow that and you get hauled into court and someone else did, you're gonna lose. Like that's because the
Exactly.
ASPRS sets the standard. No other organization for photogrammetry or aerial LiDAR. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
That's the standard set.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you should always refer back to when it comes to mapping, for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry, mapping. That was the word I was trying to think of.
I
More
got you. I got your
broadly-
back, Russ. I got you.
Yeah, more broadly, they're the digital geospatial data like accuracy standard. So it's not just
That's the word.
people often associate them with flying an airplane and collecting LiDAR, but it's also mobile LiDAR, terrestrial LiDAR,
Yeah.
drone. It doesn't matter what you're carrying the LiDAR or the camera with, it's kind of everything. And the new ones are aligned with like a 3D positional accuracy standard for digital twins and BIM. So that's kind of where they're headed with the new standards that just came out, I think. When did they come out?
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Interesting. So there's standards for creating digital twins.
3D
Well, they've
digital
aligned the new-
accuracy.
Yeah, 3D
Or
digital.
reality
Yeah,
capture.
3D
Are there
positional
standards?
accuracy.
Are there standards for reality capture?
Are there standard? No, I don't think there are. So the
No.
ASPRS standards are specifically for accuracy.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So they created the new term called 3D positional accuracy to be because of the emergence of digital twins in BIM, so that the standards that they just created, which were updated 10 years after the last version, kind of align forwardly with those technologies.
And I think what you're asking, Kent, about the reality
Yeah.
capture, you're talking about with the laser scanning, that's more the USIBD. Well, if it's a building scan, that would fall under the USIBD sets like those standards. That's where you see
Gotcha.
like the level of accuracy, LOA or LODs, the level of detail for the models and everything.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
So that's outside of ASPRS, right?
so that's like
Yeah.
the two, I guess, the two main governing bodies that set the standards for
Okay.
those
Gotcha.
avenues.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned something new today. My day is complete.
And
Took a
and
while,
I
but
just
time to
want
go
to
to
say
bed.
one other thing about the meetings. What it doesn't matter what chapter or region meetings, right? Like you get really really great presentations from NOAA and NGS. I mean, like it's incredible. They'll come in and they had a great presentation on 3DEP.
Yep.
And if you want to know what 3DEP is, I will let one of my esteemed colleagues here answer that one. But yeah, no, it's
yeah,
really
I
cool
do
stuff
wanna
on
know
the
what that is.
national level and super smart scientists and a lot of really cool things from the students too.
Yeah.
who-
Lots of cool stuff from. Wait, sorry. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just going to say, does anybody want to talk about 3DEP?
Gosh, I wish I had a 3DEP contract. That would, I don't, oof. Anyway, no, there, so it's the 3D elevation program from the USGS. So I don't know if anybody's ever seen the national map. Anyway, it's like a nationwide elevation model from the tops of the mountains to the bottoms of lakes and ocean or rivers.
Huh.
But yeah, it's a lidar derived and bathymetric data derived elevation model.
Basically, the government set a program, right, to cover the entire country in lidar. That's like plus or minus 3 decimeters. Is that something like that? That's why I wanted you guys to answer because I didn't want to say the numbers and be wrong, but it's something like that.
It
And
varies. It varies by state. So Alaska, I think you're right. It's like Alaska is the only one they haven't done statewide.
That's really cool. It's the most accurate like publicly available lidar data that we've had coverage and that we've had.
Gotcha. Greg, you want to add something?
There's a few different accuracy classes for the 3DEP, the lidar specifically. So class 0 is like less than 10 centimeters and 8 points per square meter point density, and then there's class 1, 2, and 3. And most of it is class 0 except for the remote areas like Alaska. So
Yeah. So talk about those levels, like class, you said, or classes, like class 0. What does that mean versus the other classes?
So yeah, I guess it comes down to density.
Okay.
So in my day job is the informatics manager at WSA, and so we're doing a province-wide lidar. Well, I shouldn't say province-wide. We have a big province. Basically from the tree line south, which is hundreds of thousands of square kilometers, we're doing a lidar acquisition, and we're following the Canadian federal aerial lidar data acquisition guidelines, the FALDAG, which is based off the USGS 3DEP program. And so for our lidar, we're essentially following class 0, which is 8 points per square meter and like a horizontal accuracy of 35 centimeters and a vertical accuracy of less than 10 centimeters. And there's a bunch of different additional specifications on top of that. Plus, we've kind of modeled our data validation where I work, in line with the USGS 3DET program. Again, I took a workshop from somebody who works at USGS through ASPRS, and it was, how does the USGS do their data validation? So I watched it and I was like, that's what we're doing where we work. So we modeled our validation directly off of the USGS 3DET program. And so there's all these additional deliverables you have to provide in addition to a point cloud. You have to provide the raster-based products and like the interswath analysis and all that additional stuff that vendors, contractors don't like doing, but which kind of gives you the confidence in accepting that data. So
That's awesome.
There you go.
I did
you learn something there?
I
Yes,
did,
of
totally
course you
did.
Of course you did. It's Greg.
Yeah,
Greg.
I know.
Greg. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So like what, from a young professional perspective, right? Like if you're looking 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, if you're talking to somebody who's thinking about getting into geospatial and, you know, some of the technologies that we're talking about, like what advice are you giving them? Good, Jordan.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Riley. Go Riley. Let's let Riley go first.
Go Riley. There we go.
So as long as you can hear me.
Yeah, we're good.
All good. You're great.
So something that I've noticed, especially since I've graduated from college, is a lot of employers want you to not only know GIS. This is just from my observations in the GIS realm. Not only do they want you to know GIS, but it's kind of like GIS and like, what else do you know? What else can you do? So GIS and developer, GIS and UAV pilot, GIS and archaeologist. It's cool. Really, you know, never mind that you spent $100,000 getting a 4-year degree in GIS. It's what else can you do? So I highly recommend those who are recently graduating to kind of develop like a subset of skills.
Like, what do you think the most valuable subset would be? Is it something, you know, what are the best case studies that, you know, you can recommend? Like, hey, this one person did this and it really accelerated them.
Well, it just depends where you want to be. So if you want to make the most money, I would say do the developer route. If you're passionate about, you know, being outside and all that, maybe go surveyor or UAV pilot. It just depends what your passion is. I think the biggest one right now is, or the most valuable one right now is being a developer, for sure.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
I wonder how that's going to play out with all the vibe coding that's going on now.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
What is vibe coding, Russ?
Huh?
What is vibe coding?
So vibe coding is when a layperson like you or myself, right? Assuming that you don't program, you
I
basically
program all the time, Russ. That's what I do in my free time. I just program.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that assumption. So vibe coding is basically when you're using AI and you're kind of just using spoken word and it's writing the app. And there's some really cool videos where they'll have a programmer versus, you know, a parent, like, you know, a teenager vibe coding, full hipster mode. And yeah, they basically can crank out like apps or programs in hours. What would take like very, very long time to do.
Wow.
And now that you say that, Russell, I kind of changed my answer to AI.
Okay, yes, there you go.
It kind of goes like, yeah, exactly.
Riley, that's allowed. Yeah, you can change your answer. It's cool.
Yeah. And then after the AI writes the program and people, you know, users sign up and use it, then they get their information stolen because the program is
right
written by a you know, somebody that doesn't know anything about code, which it's great for. Yeah, you need to be able to like unpack the code and understand like when to refactor when when you need to know what authentication is, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
so that's one of the big discussions right now in
Yeah, for sure.
Like junior entry level developers, that's the kind of the position that's getting, like, the people that come in and they do documentation for program, all the stuff where they cut their teeth. That's the stuff AI is doing now. Like, and you're seeing the trend in the market for that. It's the same thing with film industry and stuff too. Like it's really taken a lot of the entry level jobs and
definitely.
changing them.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
It's
So how about you, Jordan?
so
What are you looking at 5-10 years down the road, and what advice are you giving to young folks that are getting into the industry?
So, gosh, I don't even try to plan that far down the road. Truly, like I don't.
It's hard, right? It's tough.
Anyway, so but soft skills to me are still probably one of the most important thing you can develop.
I'm still
work on.
working on Sean with the soft skills.
Not my department, buddy.
He'll get there.
Not my department.
Actually, he won't.
I mean, I soft skills, and then if you're working in the geospatial industry and you have a 4-year degree or a 2-year degree in surveying, get your professional surveyor's license. Get it. There's probably always going to be work for a PLS or a PS.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Greg? What are you looking at 5-10 years down the road? What advice do you give to young folks getting involved in the geospatial industry?
Probably it's probably the opposite of what Russ said in his podcast. He mentioned people jumping around from jobs. I guess don't necessarily jump jobs every year, but try and get as diverse of experience as you can. Don't get pigeonholed into some one job. I remember I was working in Vancouver Island, and one of the students was with me. We were out drone mapping a little mountain, and he was asking me, like, what should I do for my next work term? And I said, don't come back here. Go somewhere else. Please go somewhere else. Get different experience. You've already done this. Go somewhere else. And sure enough, he didn't listen to me, and he was back the next summer. But when I was on my work terms and like in school or just out of school, I did the Alberta thing, and it was awesome. And after that, I just kind of realized the value in, like, I could have just stayed there and been a bush surveyor for my whole career, and I'd probably still be there. And so I told my boss, I said, give me something weird. And most people didn't want to go out of their comfort zone, so they were fine with giving me the weird stuff. And so that just allowed me to, I've been all over northern Saskatchewan doing cellular towers, and like I just got all these amazing jobs that were so different. And they were all within the same organization, Russ. I didn't jump around, but sometimes you have to.
Why am I catching strays in your answer?
Yeah. So what's your advice there, Russ? Stay with the same company forever and never leave?
Yeah.
You know what works for me?
Never ask for a break. Never ask for a break.
Right.
The 3-year plan works pretty well for me.
I've noticed on your
Every 3
resume.
years. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You remember?
Take the good with the bad.
I
and
remember
move on.
asking you about that, and you convinced me that was just before, and you were set on a long-term career, and then 3 years later you left.
Yeah. Well, like I said.
I was only saying.
And by the way, I am still a bush surveyor. Go ahead, Russ. Go.
No
I
chance.
was saying there's people that are in this market. There's people that are they're hopping for money. They're not where they're changing is parallel. You can see it on their resume. They're not going for a different experience or a diverse learning. There's some people that do, but that's why I was cautioning against that, because a couple of reasons. The market's going to correct itself at some point, and that's all I was saying.
Well, and the demand may change, mid hop, and you may find yourself in a poor position, or the first in, last out, or last in, first out kind of mentality.
and also, I mean, it's people are reluctant, at least the people I speak with, they're reluctant to make to grow your career, to become management, or let's say, you know what I mean? Like, people are reluctant to install someone like that in that position if their resume shows, you know, you're switching jobs every year or two.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it. So
Yeah.
So you do have to balance a diverse work career experience with some sense of stick-to-itiveness.
Well, yeah, but if
you will.
if every time you change jobs, you're elevating yourself professionally and taking on more responsibility.
Oh yeah,
There's
that's
something to be
different.
said about that.
Yeah, and
Yes.
and there is.
Yeah.
It's a
And but like Russ
balance.
said, if your skill or what your responsibilities under that job on your resume is a copy paste from the three below it, then you may be more
Total
of a
different
hopper
story.
than a
Yeah.
Different story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I ask? Riley asked me a really good question last time I was on there, so I wanna Uno reverse it back to you and ask you guys, all of you actually, if you could interview one famous geospatial person throughout history, who would it be? And it can't be Lewis and Clark because I already called that. Dibs.
I got mine.
It can't be Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
It's hard to top
Hands down.
Abe. It's
Hands
hard to
down.
top
There's no
Abe.
other answer. There's no other answer.
Damn, I should have thought of that. That's a good
What's the Greek guy's name that like calculated the circumference of the Earth?
one. Archimedes?
Archimedes?
I can't remember. Yeah, whoever that guy was.
Wait,
or is
we're-
that is that the guy that was in the bathtub?
Could you
No,
breeze
he like
over that part? It's
stuck,
cool.
he stuck a big stick in the earth and used the, or no, or used. I thought
The
he used
stick
like
in the earth,
shadows
yes.
or. Was
Yes.
that-
Yeah,
The guy who does
yeah,
the-
no,
he
it's
does
no,
the-
it's the hole in the
The
ground.
hole, yes.
Yeah, it's the hole in the ground.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
It was
anyway,
either
yeah, that guy.
Archimedes or Pythagoras, one of them two.
Or, yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
Euclid?
thank you, Google. Let's see.
Eratosthenes.
Eratosthenes, yes.
Oh,
None
that was
of
my
those
next
things that we
guess.
said.
No, I think it could have been Archimedes, maybe.
The internet doesn't lie, Kent. It's truthful all the time.
All right. Well,
I think Archimedes is the one with the ship thing, right? With the displacement.
Yes. Yeah. So he's in the bathtub and he had his little toys and
Yes.
volume.
Yeah.
volumes,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he had his little toy, but what did that do?
You know, only started a whole whole generation of,
He's
Yeah.
testing buoyancy with his little toy.
Hey, we're still talking about him now. Something tells me that he's a little more famous than we are.
Oh, good Lord.
So yeah, I would like to interview that guy, the bathtub guy.
Yeah.
Wait, so Jordan said that guy. Greg, who's your guy? Who's your person? Who do you want to interview?
Number one is Russell Hall. We already did that though.
Oh, life
downhill
took us
from
a
here.
college.
Actually, the
Jeez, Russ Hall of all people. Oh my goodness. So
we
really,
actually,
who's your person? Really?
no, that's what I was getting at. Was on the podcast, I actually asked pretty much everybody I wanted to interview, and we interviewed them. They all said yes for some reason. So already
on.
done it, and it's recorded.
There you go. There you go. How about you, Riley?
I would say probably Michael Goodchild would be my person.
Michael Goodchild.
Good Lord.
So tell us a little bit more about Michael Goodchild.
He's considered the father of, at least to many, the father of GIS science.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Nice. He's a strikingly handsome man.
Yeah.
For sure.
I did not
For a guy
know what
his
he
age,
looks
right?
like.
British American geographer.
So funny. So funny.
But what's oddly, I don't know. Let's say it's odd. Michael Goodchild is British, and he lives in California. Riley's music was British, and she lives in California.
Oh, there's a connection
There's
here.
a connection
Look
there.
at that. Deep
I'm
dive
detecting a trend.
by producer Sean. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I know.
Good stuff. Good stuff. What else, guys? I mean, anything else you want to get out there before we scoot?
Yeah, let's do some parting shots. Go for the horn before. Well, not me. The smarter people. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let's start with Riley. Parting shots. What do you want to get out there before we let you go?
Oh boy. Well, is this like a personal thing or?
Anything you want. This is the floor is yours, Riley.
Yeah. Connect maybe something personal with ASPRS and what you guys are doing. And
Yeah.
Well, if anyone's looking to join a well-established organization with a lot of smart people, ASPRS is a good one. And I think the best thing about it is you do not have to be a paying member. That's totally optional. You do get benefits as a paying member, but it is not required. And specifically the early career professionals, a lot of our meetings are very informative, GIS or geospatial therapy sessions. So we just talk about problems that we're having at work and technical problems, and we have people who are a wealth of knowledge. So
Is there any, Riley, I'm just curious, is there any marriage counseling happening at those sessions?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Perfect.
I think you need a surveyor therapy session every once in a while.
Can I join the call just to vent about like Teams, Microsoft Teams? Is that?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you absolutely can. Yeah, for sure. Jordan, parting shots, buddy.
Yeah, come check out ASPRS and the Early Career Professionals Council. Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'll shoot you a link to our weekly meeting. And if you know anybody in Arkansas that needs LiDAR services, hit me up.
As of right now, you're the only person I know from Arkansas. Ever.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked.
I think
I only thought like
Jordan's
one more state.
monopolized.
Yes. I
He's
think
monopolized Arkansas.
as the LiDAR industry in Arkansas is all roads go
So
through
jealous.
Jordan.
I'm so jealous. All right, Greg, how about you? Parting shots.
Just a comment about Riley's interview person. We should get him on the podcast because he's still around, and I mean, you could
That would be
interview him yourself.
amazing. Yeah.
Let's do it. You guys should do
Okay,
it.
we'll do it.
All right.
All right, Russ, parting shots, buddy.
All right, call to action.
Yes.
Let's go. ASPRS. Join it. I'll have if you guys can send me the link to your early career professionals, and I will get the other links for all the regions. I'd like to put that on LinkedIn. I'll just post that when we put the show up. Everyone can just join. It's welcome. All are welcome, right? Fair to say?
Yeah,
Mantra.
absolutely.
sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Russ. Great plug. Producer Sean, you got anything?
I do. I have a question, and I'm gonna give it to Greg since
Greg and only Greg, or are you starting with Greg?
No, we'll say only Greg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Okay, we'll go around the horn. Greg, you're up first. Do you have a mantra that you live by?
And Greg,
No,
no
but I thought
pressure,
of one.
no pressure, Greg. But we're creating a book with all the mantras. So
Yes.
go right
Yes.
ahead.
Be kind to everybody.
Oh,
Like that. Beautiful. It's a beautiful one.
Jordan, what do you got? I know you're gonna say I don't have one, but you're gonna have to come up with something.
gosh.
What do you tell yourself in the morning before you leave?
When you look in the mirror in the
I run
morning,
this
Jordan.
Live fast, die young. I don't know.
There you go. Love it. Yeah. All right.
That's one of my favorites.
That's it.
What do you think? Before I'm going to ask Riley, but what do you think? What does Russell tell himself in the mirror in the morning?
It's like, damn, I'm good looking.
Yeah, it's like go crush it, you beautiful bastard.
And people love me.
Yeah.
All right, Riley. What do you have a mantra that you live by?
My go-to is Henry David Thoreau. It's do not be too moral. You may cheat yourself much out of life. Aim above morality. I think it goes, be not simply good, be good for something. Sorry, that was my
Oh,
That I changed my answer. No, I would.
yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah,
Henry
yeah.
David. Well,
what
he's
she
my
said.
favorite author, but Henry David Thoreau was also a land surveyor for some time. I want to say too. So
Everybody's been a
You
land
mentioned
surveyor,
him.
Ross. Everybody.
yes,
Sean
but he
thinks
went.
he's a land surveyor, for God's sakes.
But he went on to write Walden and the Civil Disobedience. So he was,
Yeah.
which are two of the most important books ever written in American literature.
Oh, God, I
My-
feel dumb right now
Yeah, because you don't read.
because I don't read. Yeah. Wait, can I get that same information from ChatGPT or no?
Probably not.
Probably not. God dang it.
But those are some good mantras.
Amazing mantras.
Yeah.
Yes. You got anything else, buddy?
No,
You ready
no.
to scoot out of here?
This has been fun.
You want to
I
go?
had a
You
good
want to go?
time.
You want to go grab dinner after this?
Yeah, maybe actually might be interested.
Let's
in
do that. Let's
Okay.
do that. Yeah, I'm in the mood for Italian.
Perfect. It's my
All
favorite.
right. Let's do
What's,
this.
What's
ahead,
Phoenix?
Russ.
Phoenix Italian food. What's
L'Amore, it's called L'Amore, Russ.
Okay.
When you come out here, we'll take you there.
Yeah, we'll
That's the
take you there.
spot?
Guaranteed. Yes.
nice?
One
Yes,
of them.
yes, yes, yes.
It's also on our way home. So
Perfect. Yes.
Convenience.
Yes. So the chance of getting a DUI is that much less. Right. Anyways, adding value and making friends. We've checked that box. If anyone would like to be a guest on a future show, info@thegeoholics.com is where you should shoot us an email. Huge thanks to our partners, MLID, Topodot, Altera Central, Hexagon, NLC Prep, GeoNet, David Evans and Associates, and Diamondback Land Surveying. We could not do any of this without you.
absolutely.
Kukamaras, Death to the Social, available everywhere. Until next time, everybody, be kind to everybody. Live fast, die young. Do not, I couldn't get all this. Do not be too moral. You may cheat yourself out of life. I caught half of that.
That's good.
And
That's a good summary.
most importantly, be safe and healthy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That was good timing.